Matter, how on earth do we classify it? This brief presentation is going to recap what we talked about in class today, and just for the most part, what we've been talking about this week. So we know that matter is anything that has mass and takes space. And we can break matter down into two main categories. The first category would be our pure substances, which are things that cannot be broken down any further. They're already in their purest form. And then we have mixtures. There are two types of pure substances. We have elements like hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and we have compounds like water, carbon dioxide, sulfuric acid. And it just means that the hydrogen atom, if we look at this as one example, the hydrogen atom, or the hydrogen element rather, is composed of only hydrogen atoms. So that would mean that everything on the inside of this element would be hydrogen all throughout. We wouldn't find gold, we wouldn't find oxygen, otherwise it wouldn't be a pure substance. So everything in the element is the same type of atom. Then we have compounds. Compounds like H2O, carbon dioxide, same thing applies. With the compounds, let's go with carbon dioxide, I can't take away an oxygen atom and still have carbon dioxide. Now I would have carbon monoxide, which is a completely different compound altogether. So carbon dioxide is already in its purest form. We can't break it down any further and still get the same substance. Okay? Then we have our mixtures, and these also come in a pair. We have the homogeneous mixtures, and then we have our heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures are substances or mixtures that are even throughout. It means that all the substances within that mixture are evenly distributed. So the first thing that comes to mind would be Kool-Aid. And if I get a glass of water and I put some sugar in it, I add the Kool-Aid powder in it and stir it up really well so that there are no particles at the bottom or throughout, I can tell you that those substances are still in there. I can tell you the sugar's in there because when I drink it, it's sweet. I can tell you that the Kool-Aid, the powder, is in there because my water was clear and now it's red. So even though I can't see the particles themselves, those solid particles themselves, I know they're in there because I can taste it, I can see it. A heterogeneous mixture is a mixture that is not evenly distributed. And what comes to mind would be a salad, okay, maybe a chocolate chip cookie. I can see the different parts, okay? I can see the tomatoes, I can see the lettuce, I can see the feta cheese. With the cookie, I can see the M&M pieces, I can see the peanuts, I can see the chocolate morsels. So I can see all the pieces that make up that particular substance or material. So that's what it means when a heterogeneous mixture or that it's unevenly distributed. Now, an important thing to note is that while I may have 2 or 3 chocolate morsels in my cookie, and then maybe my friend might have 5 or 6 chocolate morsels in the cookie, it's still the same type of cookie. So there's no set ratio. Okay? However, with compounds, there is a set ratio. The amounts of each substance does matter because each substance is unique, or each compound is unique. So if you change any of its chemical makeup, you are changing that substance into something completely different. Another name for homogeneous solution, just so that I don't forget, is a solution. All right. And I think that these are some of the main concepts that we covered today. We had some examples. Try thinking of some other examples on your own and seeing which category they would fall in. And if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to talk to me in class. And that's it on classification of matter.